G'day traders, John from Crypto Candlestick Trading. Just to give you an update on Bitcoin and quite a few other charts I got up here, some crypto stocks as well as some crypto ones. I'll just take some drawings off and we'll just have a look. There's a thing called overhead supply. As we've been going up into this, for me, this whole move here, like this has always been a corrective wave to me. We've come, like if this was a wave one, corrective wave number two, and continuing wave number three would be somewhere down in these kind of ballpark down around here, but who knows how far it's going to go, whether it actually does go that way, who knows, but we'll just have to wait and see. But one thing we can see at the moment is that Bitcoin has had a very strong push overnight, the last couple of days actually, and so, but this candle here, like shooting star kind of formation, we'll just have a look at the volume too a little bit closer. We can kind of see that there was a decline in volume over here before we had a pop. And then we had a lot of accumulation sort of volume going up to here, but we do have some red selling up here as well. So, but overhead supply, if we're having a look at overhead supply and we just have a look back here, so I'll just get rid of all my drawings and we'll start again. And then if I have a look over here on overhead supply, so if we're having a look around about here, so around about here when everyone was up at this kind of space here and thought, oh yeah, it's a great time to buy. And then it's gone down, 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 and they've felt the pain all the way down. And then on the way back up here, all they've done is waited for it to get back up here and then started selling again. So that's what overhead supply is. So that means basically there's a massive supply of Bitcoin up at these prices here that people are selling into. And so that's one of the concerns here for overhead supply. But we can't ignore what Bitcoin's done at this stage here. So, and we've had a pretty good run up there. We've had a nice cup here and a little bit of a handle that's happening there by the looks of it here at this stage anyway. But the same thing again. This is all overhead supply. All those people that bought up here and it went down to here, and then they thought, oh gee, we're back in the game again. Then it came all the way back down here. Now we're heading back up into that overhead supply area. So basically, there's going to be a massive amount of supply that are going to be selling into the markets when it gets up around about this price here, because all those people that were in pain all the way back down here is now coming back up to their original price. So all they want to do is offer supply into the market and sell their crypto. But how many people do that? We're not sure. We'll just have to wait and see. But one thing I am looking at, and we really do need to take this into account, is that Bitcoin, as it's very close to breaking this massive cup and this small handle here. So if it breaks this handle here, I'm definitely going to be looking for possible entries up at this price here, which kind of sounds a little bit silly, but I'm not going to be buying Bitcoin, but I will be buying, having a look at some others. And I'll just show you what they look like now. One thing I am concerned about is that overhead supply, and I don't really like buying into overhead supply. This here is, the selling that's happened in overhead supply. But let's just go and have a look at some of these other ones. And I'm not talking about unloading the account in here either. This is just like, opening one or two trades, letting them go and see what they do, and as soon as they're in profit, then adding to the positions there, or buying more from there. But if we have a look here, we've got a low, a high, a high, a low, and we're bouncing on the previous support above the 50, and we're showing strength, which is really good. So this is the sort of thing that we're after. I'll just go through these reasonably quickly so I don't take up, I don't make it too long, this video. This is the same again. So we've had a massive big push, massive big cup here, and we're breaking out of a base there and gone up, and now we're finding consolidation above here, at this price here. So one thing that I do like to look for as well is once we've come up to here and we're making sort of a handles, kind of a thing there, I want to see a decline in volume, and that's exactly what we get. So this here being like a contraction sort of a pattern, it's wide and loose here, and then it contracts, and then all of a sudden we take off. But if we have a look at the volume here, the volume contracts as well before we take off. So this is very controlled movements. And we've got the same thing happening here, like we've got a decline in volume. Basically means that not many people want to sell around about these prices here. So if we go down, oh, by the way, all these charts are on the weekly chart as well. So if we come down here and we, have some sort of a strong looking takeoff for, like on, say on the daily chart, with good volume accumulation like a breakout, then, this is something to be looking at for buying. Actually, I'm going to go back and I'm going to do these ones here. And this is the same again here. So that was ADA, engine, and now, we've got the same one again. So I'll just get rid of one of that, actually cancel, and we'll just go on to the next one. So here we've got the same again. So we've got a low, a high, a low, and a high, and they're broken. We've come back down and we've found support on the previous resistance becomes new support. And so looking at this here, like this is constructive, and we'll just have a look at the volume here as well. We can see that there's volume accumulation, and have a look down here where we see right down at these lows here, we see a really declining volume here, and then even on this one here, we've got declining volume. It basically means that no sellers are here, and then all of a sudden we take off. We've taken off, and then we've come back and found previous resistance becomes new support, and we've got a hammer. There's quite a bit of buying. This is very constructive because this basically is controlled tight trading, and now we seem to be having a bit of a pop to the north. So I am liking this one here. This one I actually put some money into this one here not long ago, and so there was Link, ADA, and VeChain, and I think it was $5,000 on each of those, you know, in the DCA account. And basically, you know, if you're looking at these kind of things here, we've pushed up, pulled back, and now we've pushed up and broken out above that there. This is a nice 3-month box here. If we're looking at and let me just find my toolbox. Yeah, so if we're kind of having a look at this sort of thing over here, yeah, we can see there's kind of a box structure there, some sort of a basing pattern. So it's gone up there, based nicely, and then we're broken out of that base, and I do like that. And if we have a look at the volume as well, it's kind of declining, like, you know, it's not like massive pops in volume here. We can also see here as this kind of thing ended, you know, like there seems to be a bit of a decline in volume towards the end there, even though we had a few pops in volume, but you know, in general the volume's declining. And so now that we've popped up here and we've pulled back a little bit and we've popped out again, I'm looking on the daily chart for more entries on this one here. In just a minute I'll go back, and yep, well, I'm back on the same one again there again anyway. So this one here, I am liking this one as well. So you know, we've got a nice base structure. You know, we've got a downtrending line. Let's go on the daily chart and have a quick look at this. So here, if we have a look over here, I pointed this out here. So we broke out there nicely, had a nice big pop, and then we pull back down. And have a look at this shakeout. You know, all of a sudden we've come down here. So anyone who had the stop losses below here and here, that's just taking all those stop losses out, and it's just, you know, accumulating all these other stop losses that were down here. So bang, we're taking that out there, but it does extend the base as well. Then we've come back down, and then we're broken out above this downtrending line here. The actual buy for this here, so these are the sort of things that I'm looking at for a buy. And a buy would be the top of this base here. So these highs here, I'm looking for a break above these highs here for, and usually what it will do is, you know, it'll go up, come back down and retest, and then take off from there. You know, I'm kind of, if it breaks out nicely but it's not too far above, I'll be buying the first breakout. If it goes up and comes back down and retests and gives me some sort of a, say, a rocket boost or something like that, you know, off that support line, I'll be buying there as well. Oh no, all right, avalanche, we'll go into there. And so here we've got the same pattern again. So we're above the 50. So we've got a low, a high low, bouncing on previous support with a hammer, and now we're showing strength again. So this sort of thing here is the sort of thing that I like to buy into. Now, when we look at Bitcoin as an index, Bitcoin could stay up at these kind of prices and muck around up here, you know, like where it is. This could stay up here for, you know, quite some time. Like it could be doing this kind of thing here. That's while all these other ones are taking off and giving if that's leg 1, leg 2, leg 3, this might actually, you know, go all the way up here and you know, find some pretty good height here into this overhead supply, and then potentially have some sort of reversal at that stage there. Who knows? But you know, if it breaks up above there, you know, above these highs here, we need to be looking at buying above these highs here as well. Let's keep on going. And this one here, so I've broken up, come back and found support. Whereabouts do we find support? Let's just have a look. Probably around about on that one there. So we've got previous support, previous resistance becomes new support. And so on this one here, we've kind of gone up there. And as we can see, there's, you know, like a little bit of a decrease in volume, but we can see there's buying that's happened down here as well. Like, have a look at that, that's a hammer on there. If we just open that up and just have a look at the psychology of what's actually happened here. So, you know, it's closed there, it's opened up there, traveled down all the way down to the 90 MA, and then back up and closed. Well, actually, it's not even closed yet. We've got almost 2 days left of this candle here, so we'll just have to wait and see what happens. But one thing to do is that once you see these basing kind of patterns here, have a look to see what it looked like, you know, when a hammer showed up. So here we're kind of gone up, and there's a bit of a basing sort of pattern here, and we've got a hammer there and a hammer there and a doji there, and then all of a sudden it takes off. Nice tight trading before we take off. So that's the sort of thing that I'm after, nice tight trading and a decline in volume before we take off. Let's have a look at some more Solana. So with Solana, it's come down here, nice downtrending there, broken above, and then we come back down, and then we found support on there, and there. So I was watching this on the day when this happened. Anyway, it's gone all the way up. So now we're above the 50 on this one here, above the 50, then pull back. Actually, I'm going to get rid of some of these drawings so it makes it a little bit easier to see. So low, high, high, low, high, 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 low. So buying that one there wouldn't, I don't really like buying that, because if you have a look at that one there, this one sold off about 40% before it actually, it went up. So, 100% of people were in there at one stage, and then 40% sold out before the end of the candle. Then we get that sort of result. Then we've closed up above here, but we've got 3 green candles, then a big one. I would rather have a couple of green ones and then maybe a red pullback, as soon as we, around the 50 somewhere, so that then when we take off, it makes it more real. Once we're breaking out here and we've had 2 candle pullback like that, then that makes it more real. For, you could buy, above these highs here into that there. But in any case, we've got a low, a high, and a high low. Let's just have a look and see where. This line here. So we've got support, and we didn't get any resistance there, but it's gone up and found support on that same line there. And so we've got a hammer there, and then we've got a doji, and now we've taken off quite heavily there. Let's have a look at the volume. Now the volume here is declining here, basically saying that in this handle kind of an area here, if we've gone up there and we're forming a base here, there's not many sellers in this base. So it's that's why it's showing more signs of strength at this stage here. Here's another one that interests me. So we've got support, come back down, found resistance, support, breakthrough, resistance, and now we've broken that there and we've come back down and found support. Now we have an engulfing off that support level, and we've got declining volume, basically saying again that there's not many sellers in this area here. So we've got an engulfing. Let's see what it looks like in 2 days time. But one thing that we could actually probably do, let's just do this now. I'll just get a alert for this high here. So the high there is $3.22, so we'll do $3.23. Alert for $3.23. Alert for 3.23. Okay, cool. So we'll just create that alert there. So now, as soon as this green one goes above there, that's on near. I'll be having a look at that one there. And Ethereum was another one that I liked as well. So here we've got support, resistance, and breakthrough. Now we've got support over here. Let's have a look at that volume, see what it looks like. Yeah, we've got declining volume again. Now there's a few pops here, but have a look at the quite good, strong green pops in there as well. Even though we've got 1-2 distribution weeks up here, at the tops here. That's something to keep in mind too, because we can see there's sellers up there as well. And look at that, the sellers here are in this overhead supply kind of area. So all these people that were up here before thinking, oh, yep, this is great, we're going to take off again. So many people were buying up here thinking, yep, the run's on again, let's go. And then it's come all the way back down. So they've been holding on to a loss this whole time, and now they're coming back up, and they just don't want to stand the pain anymore. So they start selling up here. So that's pretty much what's happening. That's the overhead supply. But we do have stochastics pointing down. We'll have to see what happens. So that's with the crypto market. We can kind of see that there is something happening with the crypto market. But one thing to keep in mind here, let's go back to Bitcoin just quickly. One thing to keep in mind here is this overhead supply. There's so many people that bought up in these highs here and these highs here. Like, look at this perfect head and shoulders kind of pattern. There's, a left shoulder, a head. That could almost be the right shoulder, but that's probably the right shoulder there because it's under the 50. This is the sort of place where, like I like to short, like on these kind of areas here, to get that sort of run there. But anyway, but back in that same sort of area, all these people that were buying here thinking, yes, we're breaking out again, we're going to go to 200,000 or whatever, all those people were holding on, and it's very, very painful for these people down here. People had like equity out of their homes in here. So, it's done a lot of damage for the people. And we're going from 22, so it's taken 2 years to form this base and to come out, here. So if we break out above here with confidence on the daily chart, and then maybe pull back, like if it's not too far advanced, I'll probably be buying, not Bitcoin, but some of these other ones that we just went through. And then if it pulls back, I'll be, buying there as well. But one thing I will be looking for as well is, this selling sort of thing here. This is overhead supply. Everyone that wants to sell, this is them selling. So I'll definitely be looking for potential shorting opportunities, and if we break out, I'll be looking for potential long opportunities too. One thing I want to have a look at as well is, let's just go through some of these. These are the crypto stocks. So these crypto stocks, low, high, high, low, a lot of mucking around in here. and then we've broken up again, and we've found support. It's quite scrappy this here. Like, this is Coinbase Global, and down in here, and then we've broken up again. So now it's starting to tighten up a little bit. We can see that we've got, we've found some solid support. So we've got we've low, high, high, low, high, 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 low, high, high, and previous resistance becomes new support. And we've got, quite tight trading over here, and then we have a rocket booster that's, this is a very strong indication of strength, this one here. So it'll be interesting to see what we do here, but I am liking it, but also consider that these are on the weekly charts as well. So you need to be having a look at the daily charts for your entries, but this is the sort of thing here that I'm very interested in. Let's have a look at, here's another one. So Wall Street are very interested in these ones here. Lows, highs, high lows, high highs. This is quite scrappy. I don't really like this one very, as much, but we do know that it can run. So, and also the average daily range of this here is almost 9%. So, if this can move, around about 9% a day, on a good run, let's just have a look and see what sort of a run we could get with that. I'll get my toolbox again. We'll just kind of have a look and see, if we were, buying somewhere here around the, above the 50, like, that to there, even to there, that's 200%. From that low to that high there, it's 200%. So, it's pretty good gains. That's not to be sneezed at, really. So if we were to come back here and find support here, give us on the daily chart, give us some sort of an entry, then, like we could expect maybe, leg 1, leg 2, maybe leg 3. All right, moving on. Now this one here, I actually got into this one back here. I got in late, but we can see here we've had a massive big push, and then we've had a massive big, like if we're looking at that from there, that's November 21 all the way over here to when it broke out, and that's May 23. So there's 2 and a bit years. No, sorry, not 2 and a bit years. It's about one and 7 months or something like that. Anyway, so it's come down, formed a nice base, breaking out. But we didn't actually get like a handle on there. We've kind of come back down and, got a bit of a flat sort of an area, nice tight trading, which is good. And then we took off from there. And now we've kind of, found a good base support sort of area. I'll go to the daily chart and we'll have a closer look. And so I got into this one. I got into this one here. So, and this is still in the base, but I didn't mind it because it was, we went lows, highs, higher lows, and we're making higher highs, and didn't quite reach the base there. This one here, I do like this one here because all we've done here is we've come down and we've undercut all these lows here. So anyone who had the stop losses here, this is orchestrated by big money. So anyone who had the stop losses here, here, or here has been taken out by this candle here before we actually take off. That's another part of the reason why I wanted to buy, when it gave me the first indication of strength. So we've come out of here all the way up to there, previous, resistance and the same again, and then we pull back down to the 50. So this engulfing that was on the 50, I saw this as opportunity because, this here was big money, a signature of big money, taking out all the stop losses before we take off. And then we found support on the 50. I always like to buy the first and second bounce if I can on the 50. So I was looking for another bounce here, but it didn't actually happen for me. And, I was a little bit slow on the take up over there. But anyway, it is what it is. Lows, highs, high lows, bought the engulfing, had my stops here, which is quite a long stop away. But anyway, it's gone up there, here. And now it broke out there. Now this base here, so this basing pattern, when it broke out there, like this is the US markets. I've been placing my trades at 7 a.m., and watching the market close. So I kind of got like towards the end of that candle because getting up at, say 12:20 to watch the market open and then, at night and then going back to bed, like not really all that interested in broken sleeps. There's plenty of these to choose from. So I've been waking up, early-ish in the morning and then getting onto these at around about 6:30 in the morning and just having a look around, see which ones are the better ones. And this one here, I bought the engulfing off there, and this has gone up 50%. Actually, it's gone up more than that now, 50%. So it's gone up now almost 55% since I got in on. But I only got one entry in on this one here, so I'm kind of waiting for a pullback. But if we have a look here on this pullback, like where this is, if we go back all the way, when it goes up here and pulls back, and we've got an engulfing, like this would have been a nice entry here. And it's gone back, pulled back to the 21 moving average, 21 there. And here it's kind of closed below. That would have been quite scary. Gone up to here, to the 21 again. So, and now it's gone down to the 50 and we found support. So, and here it got scrappy in the base. But you can see that it goes, a number of times it's actually gone down to the 21 EMA. So I'm kind of waiting for, and also this looks extended to me, but this could look extended for another, another couple of $100, who knows. But I am expecting at some stage here some sort of consolidation, probably not as aggressive as this, but some sort of consolidation so that we can kind of come back to the 21 EMA and give us an entry. You know, I was looking at this one here for an entry, but anyway, it didn't happen, so it is what it is. All right, let's go back to the weekly chart and we'll go on to the last one. This is another one here. So, you know, we had a nice big push and then all the way back down here, and then we've got a low, high, high, low, high, high, but we're not above the 200 and the 50. I like to be above all the moving averages before I'm looking at these, you know, buying these, you know, preferably anyway. You know, some that, like even Nvidia, I actually bought that before. I don't even think, where was it? Oh, that was on the daily chart that it was below the 200, I think, so. But anyway, there's a couple of them that are like that. So, but anyway, lows, highs, high lows, high highs, and we've got previous resistance becomes new support, and that's exactly what's happened here. So here's another one that Wall Street loves. So, you know, I've checked the numbers and the earnings out on these, and they're actually quite good. Well, actually, they're excellent, and so, you know, I can see why Wall Street likes them. But here we've got a nice reversal. So there was an awesome trader who, Steve Bigelow, he just passed away. Actually, he was fantastic. You know, big influence on my trading. But he would actually call this, I think he called it a bed. You know, so, you know, we've got the footboard and the bed and then the headboard. And so basically this is a reversal. So, you know, if you find these at the bottom or on support, this is basically telling you that the market's changed its mind. So here we've come back, you know, come down. It looks like a bear market, and we've just, you know, we've changed the character and everything's going wrong. You know, we've got massive selling that's happened there. But then we've got nice tight trading. We've got declining volume in that trading. Basically, it's saying that no one's selling at these lows here. And then bang, you know, we've got a big pop in volume. So this is the sort of thing here, this reversal on support. So we've got previous resistance, becomes new support, bang, 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 take off. All right, I think I'll leave it there, traders. I'll just go through one or two more of these. Can't help myself, 22 minutes in. I believe this one here. So this one here went up 32% last night. Now, I don't know if that was on earnings or... Okay, let's have a look at earnings on the daily chart. Yeah, look at this. So we got so the estimate was minus, and we came up with a reported. Wow, that's huge. So we've got 154% surprise on the earnings. So that's fantastic there. So the estimate on here was 71 million, and it was reported 73 million and some. So we've got 3.88% on the revenue, which is fantastic. So it's no wonder why this has popped up so much. But let's just have a look at, you know, just a quick look at what this is here. So we've got a base here. So previous resistance, bang, breakthrough, find support. It's quite scrappy, that support though. Let's just have a look and see if that kind of makes a bit more sense there. So, yep, that kind of makes a bit more sense there. But we've got low, high, high, low, broken through here. So, and then, you know, but this sort of trading here, like, you know, that engulfing there, like I wouldn't have bought that one there. But if I have a look at this on a different sort of a, you know, like a little bit differently. So if we were to do it there, yes, you know, like that's really it's broken a trend line there. We've got, you know, a left shoulder, the head, and the right shoulder there, and then we've got an engulfing, you know, breaking through. But buying before earnings, like I've been smashed, you know, a couple of times, you know, buying before earnings. I just want to go through and show you a couple of I'll just show you a couple of these ones here that I just because I got smashed on a couple of these here on pins last night. I got smashed. So here, you know, like I've got a couple of entries in here, and then all of a sudden, bang. So, and this kind of annoys me because if I go into earnings here, we've got, so the estimate was 51 and we've got 53, so we've got a 2.88%. So, and the estimate here was there and we got a little bit less. So it's only down 1%. I mean, like really, it's not massive, but it was enough to do this. But what's happened here is anyone who had stop losses below here, we've just taken all those out. So this is orchestrated. You know, but anyway, I ended up losing about 1/4% on this trade here because, you know, it went up nicely and I was in, you know, some pretty handsome profit, and then all of a sudden, bang, my profit was gone. I had a 1/4% loss. But anyway, shit happens. KKR, got into this one as well. So there's a couple of entries back here. You know, this one here didn't work. These three here did. And then we're broken out engulfing above there. So that was buying at the end of the day, which is unfortunate. But anyway, I still got in there, got in here, and now we got the earnings. And let's just have a look at what the earnings was. So here we got the estimates was 91, and we got 1. So we're 8% in on top. So 1.6, 1.63, and 1.67%. So anyway, that's why that happened there. So and we got another one, Uber. Let's have a look at Uber. So yep, nice earnings result, pulling back, and then I got that entry there, pulled back, and got another entry over there. So, and let's have a look at the so we've got the estimate was 16, reported was 66, so we're at 303. Beautiful, look at that. And the estimates here 975, 993, 1.85. Beautiful. Anyway, so yeah, this is kind of doing the right thing. If it closes below this 9 EMA, I'm out. Netflix. So I got into Netflix down here. I didn't really have too much confidence in it, actually, to be honest. Especially when this earnings surprise came out at that. But, it gapped up, and then we got a shooting star at this. Now, I don't like to own stocks when they actually go above these here. So if I get this right back, and we'll just kind of have get it for what it really is. So we got support here. Starts all the way back here. We've got support, and breakthrough. And then we've got resistance, and then, so now we've got, so we've got lots of support and a breakthrough right here. And then we've come up and we've found resistance on that uptrending line. And then we'll just open them up a little bit more. And then a breakthrough and gave us a shooting star and closed just below it. So anyway, I sold. So my entry was there and I sold there. Anyway, we've come back down and we're kind of hovering around about this area, but we've got support on the 9. Anyway, I've re-entered for another half. I think it was a half position. Yeah, bought half back. So anyway, I'm still kind of sitting in there with that one. This one here, Microsoft, earnings result came back and gave me a kicker signal, so I bought there and bought there. Character change, I sold some half my position, or anyway, I reduced it, whatever it was. Anyway, so that's still doing well. It's still doing nice. Let's just have a look and see a little bit further. I'll just kind of get that there. So here, so from there we've got like it's breaking out again up to the high side. Amazon, I got into Amazon as well. So here, so I really like this one here. It came back to the 50 with an inside bar harami and then gapped up. So anyway, I was in there at that one there, and then I didn't actually get in this one here. I thought this was very scrappy, and we're coming into earnings and didn't like it. So anyway, I'd only got one entry in on that one there. So Nvidia, I think I've already explained this one here. I got into this one back here, and we're up, up 55% since then. All right, traders, I'm going to leave it at that. We're 26 minutes in, so I won't. Oh, hang on. This one here, I got into this one here, went up, came back down. I got another half position in here, but I got stopped out somewhere around here from that half position. I'm still holding this one here, but check this out. I do like this. We got a hammer on the 50. We've got an inside bar at the 50. We're almost got another inside bar at the 50. So if this breaks out to the high side, I'm pretty tempted to get back, to get in there and have another look. And even if we had our stops that were down at this price here, the lowest low there, that's only 1.33%. So I'll be pretty happy with that. And EXP, this is another one. Yeah, this is another one here. Look at this. So I was actually looking at this as a buy zone. Like, I was looking at buying this, but I think I got sidetracked and didn't actually end up getting in. But, I'm kind of glad I didn't get in. But have a look at this. What is going on? We've got estimates and reported. It was up 2.8%. And estimated and reported, and we're up, 0.5%. So why did we have this massive decline that came down here? Like, usually these declines would come out, take out these stop losses here, and that'll be about it. Anyway, I'm kind of glad I didn't get into that one. Another one here, Ferrari, last one. This, I promise, this is my last one. Anyway, this was textbook. Dom and I were, looking at this one, buying this one, but anyway, we didn't end up getting it. But we've got resistance, breakthrough, we've got support, and look at this perfect looking hammer over here. Perfect looking hammer there, and we're just thinking about buying this one and going. But it was quite scrappy trading, and our stops were going to be just below that candle there. So. Anyway, we didn't end up, and also another thing was that we're coming into earnings not far away. So, we've got a hammer there, and we're just about to buy that at the end of the day. Anyway, we didn't end up doing it. Anyway, went up, and it's gone up very nicely since. So, let's just have a look and see around about what sort of percentages that is there. So, if we were to be buying there, what's the percentage now? So, it's only 17%, but only 17%, I would have been happy with that, risking 1%, 2%, whatever for 17. Yep, I'll be happy with that. All right, traders. Anyway, I'll leave it at that. I hope you have a good weekend, and that's 29 minutes in. I hope it's not too long for you. Have a nice weekend. Talk to you again soon. See you.